Hey y'all, it's Shannon. So I wanted to come at you with a little kind of collected haul from a lot of months, basically, and a chit chat, what's it, whatever you want to call it. Uh, who knows? I'm calling it a Wednesday what's it because I'm trying to publish these on Wednesday, but the reality is it's just a what's it chit chat, what's going on in the life and times of myself, which most of the time is not always that interesting. So, anyways, this is a collected haul of like quite a few like cosmetic makeup items basically over time from a bunch of different sales. And there's one more sale that I kind of want to do. I did participate in the Sephora sale thing, but like it's always a question of who knows when and if it'll ever get here. Anyways, so I ordered some stuff. So, yeah. So this is itself a couple of orders. So I ordered from rephr. I really like their brushes. They're fude, which is a handmade Japanese brush, and they're just gorgeous. This is also fude, but this is not rephr. Some of these are not rephr. I think these are not rephr. But so this was their holiday set, and basically they sold out of them so quickly that like no one could get them. Basically, that's what it amounts to. And so they had a deal. I forget how I found out about it. Basically, there was an email address, and they were like, if you're interested in getting the holiday set and you want it at the holiday price, give us a ring-a-ding, send us an email. And I did, and they did. And so I paid for it months ago, and they were like, well, it's probably going to be like February, but it was really like, I don't know, sometime in March when it shipped from wherever. And so I got the number 24. This one, I'm so excited. I wish I could afford to buy more of these. This is the number 25. Whether you know this or not, I'm a huge fan of like powder brushes. So this is a handmade Japanese brush. All these bristles are hand collected. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm really into fude for both makeup and paint brushes. I don't have any fude paint brushes because the price of those, and that I use mostly acrylic a lot of times. I'm really hesitant to do fude, which is gonna like, I mean, that's like a handmade brush by artisans that have been like a gajillion generations, not a gajillion, but many generations. So I'm like, I might get some for my watercolor at some point, but I don't know. Anyways, this is the number 24. It's just gorgeous. And the set also came with the little brush holder, which I really loved, and the number 23. But this was a great deal. And then I also got their newest set, but that's actually at work because I have it delivered to my office just because I was unsure about shipping and just where I was going to be living at the time when I ordered a lot of this stuff. So this actually was shipped to the office. And I already have like, not this set, but other ones. I have I think their number 5 is like, such an amazing powder brush. And then I had heard of Bristles Beauty from Teresa is Dead and several other people. And it's so where rephr is like fude, but the company is in the US, but they're made in, I'm not going to try and mess that name up. Kumano. These are all made in Kumano, Japan, I believe. I'm so sorry if I said the name wrong. But this is Bristles Beauty. This is also a form of fude. Different company out of Canada. They had a really good deal for this giant powder brush. Again, I'm a powder brush fan. And it's just so soft, so luxurious. So I'm very happy I picked this up. And I picked up a couple of the eye brushes that I thought would most suit my needs. I also don't know why I just put it back in plastic, but I don't want to mess with you. I picked up, so I picked up 2 of the E02RL. I picked up one for myself and one for my sister. And I picked up the E01DL and the E03DM. And this big one, is called the F10RL. And I think this is the first time they offered it. This is literally like months and months ago, but it took a while. I shipped this to Florida to my folks because again, I was having, there were some questions about like my living situation. So, which, I mean, I kind of knew what it was, I was going to be fine and where I was going to be, but it was also like, well, I tend to be a little cautious. So I feel like I got a lot of brushes in this, just so you know. So I ordered from Scott Barnes because he had like a 45% off sale or something, and I have been really interested in trying Scott Barnes's, I really can't say his name, Scott Barnes's makeup brushes. I know there is kind of some controversy with him, but I don't know exactly what it is, to be honest. And it was 45% off, so it was sort of in the price range that I could buy. It's like, that being said, I also wasn't going to pay a whole ton for his brushes just because I hear they're really great quality and stuff, but I have a really hard time paying for like brushes that are like fude prices when they're not fude brushes. Like if I'm going to pay for a handmade brush, the price for a handmade brush, I want it to be a handmade brush. And his brushes are very expensive, so this was like 35, I think it was 45% off. Anyways, I was so interested in this one. I'm so glad I got it. It's the number 65, and he calls it his like bronzing toasting brush. Anyways, I don't know. He uses all these on J.Lo and stuff because he's like J.Lo's makeup artist. He's also done, I think, like Vanessa Williams. He's done tons of like magazine shoots and covers and like video and stuff. But I got this because I am absolutely obsessed with the bristles, not the bristles, but the unit 208, 201, whatever. I got another one, so I'll show you in a minute, that I got from Beautylish, and I thought this actually would be a better version of that because it is a little shorter and like it's soft, but it's less flexible. So I thought this would be perfect for like, it's gonna sound weird the way I like to apply like my foundation, but I like to like stipple, pounce, and then like brush, but stipple. I don't know, I get a really great blend that way, and I really, really like applying my foundation that way. So that's what I do. So I thought this would be perfect. It is pretty good. This is the number 67, I believe. At this point, I've mentioned I might love powder brushes, and I do. And this is a big fluffy one. Can you imagine how much this is going to fluff out? Those other ones, when they get washed, because before you use fude, you really should, before you use any makeup brush, you should wash it. But fude, because it is natural brushes. Bristles, because they are natural bristles, you want to like take good care of them. So I'm excited. I think this is all synthetic. It smells synthetic. Is that weird that I know like the difference? Yeah, anyways, so like I don't have tons of fancy brushes, but like I wait until those places have sales too. So, and they don't have like super sales, but like, and they're good. They're good. So I got the number 67 as a powder brush because I thought this is just magnificent. Magnificent. So. And again, I don't know why I put it back in the plastic, but whatever. This I'm really excited about. So this is his travel brush set. I was intrigued by this for the eye brushes because I just was. And also, like, I love these travel brushes. Size, like the hand, the feel of them, the weight of them is really nice. This is the powder brush. I will say I wish it was considerably larger because this is a very small powder brush, but it's got nice flexible bristles, so it's good. And again, it was $45, I think, for the set, so I thought it was good. I would actually use this as an eye brush. I know this is like for highlighting, but like I don't really highlight that much, so. But I would use this as like an all over color wash eye brush. These though super intrigued me, and I actually really like them, and I wish they sold them separately, but from what I can tell on his site, he does not seem to do that. So this is the Scott Barnes Travel. This is the Traveled Angle Smudge Brush, and I've never seen a smudge brush, a brush like this, where it is angled, but like really thick. So it's great because you can just like really, so like, as we age, I like to do the eyeliner with my eyeshadow, and I like to use angled brushes, but I tend to already, like, I just basically smudge it out most of the time, so this sort of does it all in one. It's great. Fabulous. Wondrous. Love it. Again, wish they sold it as singles. This is the color wash, and then this is the travel blender. So Muse Beauty Pro sells their line of brushes that are Isam. I think they're handmade. I forget. I think they're handmade, but they're made in the PRC, which is the People's Republic of China, if I remember correctly. So they are not fude. I do not know the history of like Chinese brushes being made, but I will say it's I think it's the G29. I've only got one. It's amazing. It's Hugantic C style brush, which is what this is like. This is called the Color Wash. I love it. They don't sell this individually, which is really funny because I have been looking for that stuff. As you'll see with the some of the other makeup brush purchases I've made, I've been looking for it because I love it so much. But from Isam, it's $36. Although I am tempted to get it because they have 20% off this month, so that may happen. You may see it in a month or two. And then this is just a travel blender, which is just a really good size, like, blender. I don't have huge eyes. I think that's evident. Lid space wise, if I lift my eyes up, I look like I have a lot of lid space, but I am in my 30s, well, 40s, potentially. You see this, who knows how long it takes me to edit it. But, like, I have, like, hooded eyes, like, very hooded eyes. I have reset eyes, like, eyes that are recessed and back in my eyes, so which is great historically because it meant, like, you know, if I was hit in the face I was less likely to die. But when you do eyeshadow, it means like my space is like, it has to be, I feel like I have to be very strategic with how I place things. So this is really nice. I tend to just smudge, and can I just say I love these hard cases. This is a really nice travel style case, but if I were to travel, I'm gonna be honest, I'd probably be more likely to like try and that powder brush isn't gonna fit in there. That's a bummer. But I have some other ones that I would probably try and squeeze in there. So, and then this I've been wanting to order from them for such a long time. This is Lethal Cosmetics, and they had a 35% off sale. And Teresa is Dead, I feel like, is the reason I bought this. I blame her. But it's not really a blame if I'm happy with it, because I've already played with these, of course, because that's how I roll. So I got the Lethal Cosmetics. This is the, I don't remember what it's called, palette. That lets you know lots. Velvet Dusk Pressed Powder Palette. And it's so beautiful. I'm very happy with my purchase. It looks like that. I like color. It's like kind of an oddly like colorful neutral palette. That's the best description I can give it, I feel like. It's really solid, really great. Actually, some really great colors for like if you're wanting to get out the door fast, but then if you want to add a little zhuzh to it, you know. And then this is the Lethal Cosmetics After Dark. I think this is the one that's supposed to be like 80s inspired. I forget. I really wanted to get some of their gel liners because those did look bomb diggity, but I was really trying to contain myself, so I just got 2 palettes at 35% off. Yeah. Oh, very 80s inspired. Very 80s inspired. I love it so much. Really beautiful colors. Just gorgeous. And if you want like more in-depth reviews of this, I would check out either, I know Teresa's Dead has done it on every palette they have in some shape or form, whether it's one of her like dedicated reviews or bite-sized reviews. And I think also Annette's Makeup Corner has done it, and I believe Jessica from Angelica Nyquist. I have a really hard time saying her name. So sorry. So she's a Swedish YouTuber, but she's amazing also and does lots of wonderful indie brands. And I think also, gosh, what's her name? I believe Karen Harris, if you're looking for like tan girl friendly, colorful Camille is, if you're looking for someone who's like of a deeper skin tone, has done some of these, I think. I don't remember who else. But yeah, lots of people have reviewed these. Overall, from what I've seen, they're great. It's a German makeup brand, which makes me happy because I'm a quarter German. So that's not really the reason. It is because it had such good ratings. So I bought it. And then Viseart had a sale like I've never seen. It was like 40% off. So I was like, okay, because I love Viseart. Viseart is my ride or die palettes in general. Unfortunately, they are hella expensive. So at 40% off, it made it a lot more reasonably priced. It was even under like 50 bucks, and this one is usually like 80. So this is a repurchase for me because it's one of the only palettes I've ever hit pan on and used enough to where it's just become, it's bad. It's bad. It's all the way. I've done. It's dusted. She's finished. So this is the Viseart neutral matte palette. I love this. This is a great everyday neutral matte palette, just like it says. It's fabulous. They're great. Their editorial brights, also excellent. I have several of these when they go on sale, generally at Muse Beauty or somewhere like that. I will get them because, have I mentioned they're amazing? I feel like that's okay. They're wonderful. So when they went on 40% off, and I've never seen that before, I was like, no, I contained myself. Really, I did. And I picked up, I was really wanting to try the Viseart's, I'm a lip oil junkie. Anything that's like a lip balm, lip oil, I'm here for it. So I picked up the Color Spritz. This is gorgeous. I tried this already. Of course I did. I like it because what I want in a lip oil, wow. Okay. So what I'm looking for in a lip oil in general is not that. No, what I look for in a lip oil, so what I'm looking for in a lip oil is something that's really moisturizing and has very little pigment. This definitely has more pigment than I'm in general looking for. I really look for like that sheer tint, like the sheer lip jellies from Tower 28. That's an ideal for me. This one is really nice. It is sheerer than a lot of them, but I do need like a mirror. I need to actually pay attention when I put it on. But it is also one of those things that like I can in general get it on and it's like pretty okay for the most part. Minus the like way out. And then I picked up, these were like on such a good sale. I think it was like 13 bucks or something. This is the Beautiful Framboise, I believe. So, Framboise. I feel like that's raspberry, but I forget. Someone's gonna have to correct me. It's either raspberry or strawberry. I forget which one it is. But anyways, it's really beautiful. I love these tiny little palettes. It's that new midi size they're carrying. So I was very excited because I love these for travel. Not that I'm necessarily traveling a whole lot, but I am hearing from work that that's a possibility again. So, you know, for a long time, for the last 6 years, I like kind of nonstop traveled in one state that was very rural. So it was lots of like long hours and stuff. And now that I'm like somewhere fun, we had a pandemic. So I picked up 2 of these. This is the Lilas Beautiful. I picked up 2 of these. One of these is for me. One of these is for my sister. So I need to make sure I actually keep this separate so that I don't send it home to her. But I just thought this would be a beautiful present. Her birthday's coming, and she really likes like the cool tones, and I really like anything Viseart. So that's where I'm at. I haven't met a Viseart palette I don't like, if I'm honest with you. So, and these little ones are just so great for travel if we ever get to travel again. That, you know, you gotta make plans for the future you want, not necessarily the current status. That's what I'm going with in my mind. And then I ordered from Beautylish because they were having their semi-annual, whatever, quarterly, I don't know, seasonal gift card event, which is every $100 you spend, you get $20 in gift cards, which is kind of a wash at the end of the day because you end up spending more, but whatever. It is what it is, and I do like Beautylish in general. And I got some free gifts, so cool. Cool. So I ordered the Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel. I do like Good Molecules. I've tried their peptide serum before, which is really funny because I see a lot of people that really love it. I'm kind of meh about it. I actually really prefer the buffet from The Ordinary, but I hear lots of people rave about the Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel, so I was very excited to get it because I'm a huge fan of cleansing gels. And for the price of this, it's worth it just to try it because it's like under $20, so worth it to try. And they were having a good deal on Good Molecules, so I actually got another one for free because I ordered enough Good Molecule stuff to get a free one. And then this had been in my shopping cart before, like the Rosewater cleansing gel, and it is the pineapple exfoliating powder. So I had been wanting to try this for a long time because I do like an exfoliating powder occasionally. I've tried the Dermalogica one. I've tried several Korean and like Vietnamese, like not Vietnamese. What is that? I've tried several Asian brands, basically of like kind of like dermafoliant as well, because that's the Dermalogica one, and even the Tatcha one. And so I like a little bit of a like chemically, but also real gentle kind of exfoliating powder. So I got that because that was very reasonably priced. And then I got some, I don't know why I made that stupid face, but I got some cleansing mitts. So some facial cleansing mitts because honestly, they're just handy to have around. They're just these little, they're good to have. I got them in, I got a white, and I think this one is purple or pink or something. It's pink. So they're just nice to have because like you can wet them with water, get the stuff off, and you'll buff away your makeup, removes your mascara, you know, so it's, yeah, I mean, and it's way cheaper to get this than to get those magic makeup eraser things that are like 20 bucks. These were like $5. Way better deal. I wanted to get some of their hand sanitizer, but they wouldn't ship here. And then this is a repurchase for me because it's a restock because I love this stuff. I keep one at the desk. I keep them in my purse. I keep them everywhere. I order 3 at a time of the Bioderma Atoderm Ultra Hydrating, Ultra Moisturizing Lip Balm. It's so good. It smells like cotton candy. I'm kind of over the smell at this point because I've been using it so long. I'm like, oh. But what I do is I literally kind of let it like melt on my lips and it kind of forms an oil, like, and it's just very soothing to your lips if they're dry. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. This is probably purchases number 7, 8, and 9. Honestly, I order 3 of these at a time. Yes, I love them and I go through them. They are light. I'm very comfortable with that, and they're pretty reasonably priced. I think they're like somewhere between $10 and $15 for 3. So again, it's not like I'm out a ton of money. So, and then this is new for me because look, I like the lip oils. I like the lip products. I go through those kinds of things very quickly, even before the pandemic. And you know, the pandemic has been horrible, but honestly, in terms of products I like, we've gotten more because of it, because I really tend to like a more natural, like, kind of skin finish that doesn't move. And then I also really like lip oils and like sheer lip jellies. And we've gotten lots of those. So I think realistically, though, those were all going to come out anyways. But this is the Naturally Serious Lip Service 3-in-1 Lip Serum. So it's supposed to be a lip serum. And I just thought, well, for the money, because I think it was like $14, $15. So it wasn't super outrageous. It was, again, kind of in my price range. So I bought it. And I wanted to try it. So it is supposed to... This lip serum is packed with our powerful antioxidants, plus hydrating squalane and shea butter to help protect lips from environmental damage, helps retexturize and plump the look of lips with long-lasting moisture for normal to dry, dehydrated lips. If I like this, I'll send it home to my niece, but she also has problems with dehydrated lips. Welcome to my family. So, and then they sent a sample of this cactus retexturizing shampoo from R&Co. And I haven't tried it because I'm really spoiled and my sister's a hairstylist, so I actually have lots of... And then the rest of these are brushes. So this is the unit, which is, I think this is a Beautylish brand makeup brushes. But they're good. And they're reasonably priced. They're like a vegan cashmere. This is Unit 204, one of the eye brushes. I think it's really nice. It's not super huge, but it's a good solid size. So that's a first-time purchase from me. This is also a first-time purchase, if I can get it out. This is unit 209. So this is their foundation brush. I actually haven't tried it because I'm not sure if you can see, but it's like super, so I'm gonna pull out Scott Barnes here. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see when it bounces against my skin, it kind of holds its shape. This one is like really, like, again, I don't know that I do a good job of showing this, but it's like, but this is like super flexible, I feel like. And this one also flexible, but like has better spring and better tension. It just doesn't, this, I'm like concerned that it's like too flexible. Like, it's just not going to give me the pounds I feel like if I were to use this, I would have to hold it here to get the pounds I'm looking for. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that's kind of how I feel. So I really haven't tried this. I'm like, I kind of am thinking I might just send this home to my sister because I'm not sure I'm going to like this. This is what I use currently as my foundation brush, and I like it so much I bought another one. This is unit 208. So again, you can see why I wanted to buy the Scott Barnes one, because what I do with this in order to use it, again, because it's so soft, I do this, I grab it, and I make this shape, which looks real familiar, right? And then I hold it, because the closer you hold it to the base, the more like control you have over it, but the more like you can stiffen the brushes when you hold them and stuff, if that makes sense. Like, the bristles they're long, they're no longer as long. Anyways, I don't know, I hope this makes sense of some sort, but basically, like, I will like go far away and like put it in, but then I get up close and I'm like this. So I do like a pounce and brush situation. I don't know. I find it works really well for me and for my skin type. So I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me if something else works for you. I like sponges too, but I definitely find that for me, I really enjoy the finish I get when I like blendy, 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 and then I pounce. So I think I'm probably really gonna enjoy the Scott Barnes brush a lot. But I love this brush. I do think it is an amazing, and they call it like an all over, I think it's like a universal brush or something they call it basically. They also try and say it's like for bronzer, but they said it was universal so that you could use it for everything. But it is like a vegan cashmere. It's super, super soft. So again, it doesn't have the snap. It has a lot of give. So when you use it, if you use it for foundation, I would say, like, again, do the far away thing where you're, that's what I do. And then I come in and I go like that. So I really like those. I've talked a lot about brushes. This is going to be an exceptionally long video. I'm so sorry, y'all. And then really like the Fude, okay? And that was a good deal. So this is the Koyudo powder brush. Oh, this is Chikuhodo powder brush. I don't see any numbers, but it's so beautiful. Real hair, so soft, really nice. Like, it's so soft. It's got like a nice snap to it, not super dense. I can tell like when it gets washed, it's going to just be lovely. I will say what I've noticed though, I think it's really funny. It doesn't come in with the little wrapper. And I do actually really prefer for the wrapper to be on these, especially because this is super expensive. And like when I've ordered like Koyudo and Chikuhodo, this is my first Chikuhodo, but when I've ordered Koyudo and some others, I was like, they'll come like this, the Koyudo ones, because can you tell what these are? So this is the Koyudo, and then it's got the Kumano Fude, so you know it's all made in Kumano. So I really, I was trying to find that G29, I think it's G29 or W29, whatever, the one I want from Music Beauty, or the Esom one, that I just don't want to pay $36 for a brush that's not well, I think it is handmade, but I don't know. So I just don't know enough about it. But this is pretty freaking close. It's a tiny brush, though. Look at the handle. Thank God it's like the first handle that probably actually fits my hand and isn't like super large for it to be honest. But it is the large C. I don't know if you can see, again, with my hand, how large this is, but I'm so excited. So excited about this because I was like, oh my God, it's like the closest I found to that one. If I end up buying those, I'll show them to you because I really do love those. Like, that Esom brush. I like a lot of these. Every single Esom brush I've ever gotten, because they'll have the buy this, get that deal. Every single one I've gotten, I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not giving you guys a bunch of poo. I would pay the money. I just hate the idea of paying for them when I don't really know why they cost so much. I think I heard Alphonse talk about in like a Stephanie Nicole video that they are handmade in China, and so I'm just like, oh, I don't know. And there's a like, I don't know the history of like brushes there. So this is also a Koyudo, and this is the Money Shot. Wait, that sounded gross. Sorry. This is the closest to that Esom brush I've been looking for that I have found, and it is less expensive. And it is sad because when this is like, I think this was $20. That one's $36. The handle's much smaller, but it's a very similar shape, very similar feel and density, and this is what I want. Okay, and then you look at my face, and look at this. But this is nice for if you just want to take and get like an entire wash of color over your eyes and just leave the house, okay? Because it's literally like done out the door. And the nice thing with this is, even though it like fluffs out, at least for my eye size, it's just right to go in there and cut a crease, like give you some additional definition if that's what I'm looking for. So I'm really excited. This is the Koyudo. Oh god, I forgot to tell you what that one was. I can't read it. It is not in any sort of description that I can understand, so I apologize. If I can find it, I will put it down below, but this is amazing. And I will also go ahead, if I remember, because I'm terrible and I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to remember. If I remember, I will link the Esom brush I'm talking about, because, but this is like half the price. So I probably will go back in and honestly order some more of these, because this is life. This is everything. This was what I was looking for. And it's less money, and it is, I'm assuming, higher quality, because Fude is like handmade artisan brushes, and it's, I mean, it's expensive because it's like $25, but like, the other one's $36, and I'm like, I think it's also handmade, but again, it's handmade in PRC with a much lower cost of production. So I don't know. Again, like, I could be very wrong, so someone is gonna have to correct me, but I would like to learn more about that. Like, but God, gorgeous. This is the one this is like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm using this tomorrow. But I can already tell you, this is the one. Oh yeah, this is the one I was looking for. So I think this will work. But if I have the cash, I probably will still go ahead and pick up that other Esom brush, because I really love those. Those are phenomenal Esom brushes. Like, the Esom brushes are really good, but like, I do sort of feel like they're overpriced for what they are, unless they suddenly put an information out there about like why they cost the way they do. I just don't understand. I guess that's my thing, because like, based on like cost of production, I don't know. You gotta tell me. Now, if you tell me and you explain to me and you educate me, I'm happy to pay that price in. But like, I just don't know. So it's the same thing with Scott Barnes brushes. I was like, they are made in the PRC. So I mean, I get that they are like definitely like unique shapes and stuff, but I'm like, some of those prices they have on those, it's like, but I'm real happy with the ones I got, so I'm not gonna complain. And honestly, I can wait for a sale. So I think that's very evident, because everything I bought here, I bought everything I bought. So at least 20% off, and most of these were 40. So, I was real happy with that. So that is it for this haul, chit chat, whatever. Thank you for listening to me yammer about like brushes, because I was like, I do love these. Oh, I would say if you are looking for a good solid blender brush, that unit's 208. There is a bigger powder brush. I think it's like, I don't want to like give you the wrong number, but it's like 207, 206, and it's like 10 or 12 bucks. If you're looking for a giant blender brush for like acrylics or oil, because I know a lot of people have finally started to see the way of using makeup brushes for blending. I was like, for like their oil and their acrylic and stuff. I was like, it's $10. It's good. They don't shed too much. They are fabulous quality. Like 10 out of 10 would recommend. And like for $10, like at least for me, I'm not going to cry too much because I'm not going to ruin it that fast. And I'll get plenty of use out of it. So just FYI, if you are looking for a good one, those are some good ones to use. So I'm just putting it out there. Putting it out to the world so y'all know. My nose is running. I'm having a lot of allergy problems tonight. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this haul chit-chat visitation. Wow. It always goes weird at the end for me because it's late. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Please do me a huge favor, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye!